So May is right around the corner. April's coming to an end. It's been an interesting month for me because I've really cut down on how many movies I watched this month in comparison to the previous months these last couple of years. And May is coming to tell me get back on that grind because there is a ton of movies coming out, specifically horror and thrillers that I am super excited for. So let's talk about them because it's really feeling like it's October and fall with how many horror movies are coming out in May. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. 50,000 subscribers is the goal. Let's get into the May releases because first up this weekend, we have Hokum, directed by Damian McCarthy, starring Adam Scott. I have a review for that out. I saw it at South by Southwest. I wasn't as hot on this one as a lot of people are, and I wonder if I just need to give it a rewatch. Was I feeling the burn after watching a 10 movie plus, like, South by Southwest? Maybe. So maybe we'll give it another chance. But this is about a horror writer who visits an Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, unaware that the property is haunted by a witch. And I'll tell you, this movie has a very spooky vibe at the beginning. And up until a halfway point when something gets revealed, I think it's one of the scariest movies of the year. And then it totally falls into something that I'm just like, I don't know, this felt like a Saturday afternoon special of sorts. And I just wasn't feeling it no more. But like I said, I don't know if I just need to give it a rewatch or what. But I still implore you, check out this movie because it's still one of the best horror movies of the year I've seen. And Damian McCarthy, I really enjoyed his film Oddity. This has the vibes of Oddity, but I don't think it really meets that whole vibe that Oddity had that I really enjoyed. That's my take. That's my take. Next film, of course, is Carey Barker's new film, Obsession, which I think is going to be one of, if not the best horror movie of the year. And this is without a doubt the reason that I think, of course, he's doing the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think Milk and Cereal is great as well, and it showcases a lot of the dread he's able to put into his films. But I think Obsession really is one of those that less is more here because it doesn't take a lot for him to really get under your skin with a lot of the things he does here. And I really enjoyed it. It is a film that says, after breaking the mysterious one-wish Willow to win his crush's heart, a hopeless romantic finds himself getting exactly what he asks for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price. And Navarrete is clearly an MVP here, and I think a lot of people are going to realize why. We're going to see her in a ton of other things. I'm sure of it. Next on my list is God Is. Two sisters embark on an epic quest for revenge, confronting a charged family history that will push them to extraordinary lengths. This one's one that gets me super excited because I've seen the trailer, I've seen the promotional for this. It looks absolutely incredible, and I'm ready to get into this epic for sure. So we'll see what happens with this one. Passenger says, after a young couple witnesses a gruesome highway accident, they soon realize they did not leave the crash scene alone, as a demonic presence called the Passenger won't stop until it claims them both. Directed by Andre Obradal, who did the film The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which I really enjoyed, and also Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is a trailer. I think I saw the trailer or teaser when it was playing for Silent Hill, and I saw only the last portion of it, and I was like, wait, I want to see more of this. This looks absolutely bizarre and weird, and I think I'm ready to see the whole movie, so I was excited about this one and cannot wait to check it out. We also have Saccharine, directed by Natalie Erica James. Natalie Erica James, the director behind Relic, which is still one of my favorite films of the 2020s. I thought that film really handled the loss and sort of feeling of despair that one feels during certain moments in your life, and I think that it was captured in such a way that I still think about today. Nonetheless, we have Saccharine now, which stars Midori Francis as Hannah, a lovelorn medical student who becomes terrorized by a sinister force after taking part in an obscure weight loss craze, which is eating human ashes. I saw the trailer and it looks absolutely bonkers, very different, I would say, than what we've seen from Natalie, so I'm curious to see what that's going to be. And the final film is going to be King Parsons' Backrooms, which is one of those movies that I think the internet is ready for. This is definitely an internet movie, and I'm curious to see how it translates to the mainstream. This is a film that stars Chiwetel Ejiofor, Renata Rent, and as well as Mark Duplass. And this is a movie that says a strange doorway appears in the basement of a furniture room. All hell breaks loose. So this is one of the movies that's going to close out May, and I think it's a very good one indeed. And the trailer looks great. I really love what they're doing with the whole back rooms and the website that's up and buying the merch and all that. So curious to see how they continue this sort of ARG that A24 is trying to tackle. I don't think we've seen a great ARG since Long Legs, But if anybody can do it, A24 and the Backrooms could definitely do it because it's an internet thing. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below. For all of these movies, which one are you most excited for? I've seen Hokum and I've seen Obsession. I really can tell you that both are great. I think Obsession, though, is going to be the clear winner. I'm really hoping for Backrooms to pull through and give us something unlike we've seen before. I'm also very excited about Is God Is. Everything I've seen about that film just gets me more pumped, like an epic sort of Western mixture of things and just downright revenge thriller story. That's a good revenge story, goes a long way. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your opinion in the comments down below, and which movie are you most excited to see. I'm telling you, Obsession, go into this not knowing much. Don't let anybody spoil any scene because it is a movie that just assaults you back to back. I'm curious about Passenger as well. It's a movie that I think could go either way for some reason. Like, it could be really great or it could just be like, damn, all that hype, and I'm just here like thinking, where did it all go? But anyways, make sure you hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell on the road to 50,000 subscribers. We are going to be doing a video on Hokum as well, talking more spoilers once it releases this week. We'll also start getting more into the Backrooms, trying to decipher what exactly this movie's going to tell and talk about the Backrooms, because the Backrooms is one of those things that it has a lot of lore to it and a lot of different opinions. Like, nobody, I think, can ever come to terms with one single idea of what the Backrooms should be. And I think that's a great thing in a way, because it's gonna really, it helps to branch out the ideas more, and I think that is always great to see. So very excited about that. But as always, that's gonna do it for me. May is almost here. Maybe we'll do like a little like book club, but for film club for May. Should we do something like that? Stay tuned for some more announcements all next. I think I got an idea, but as always, that is going to do it for me. Very excited to talk more movies with you. Stay tuned for a whole new setup coming in May, and as always, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Follow us where we can, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or here on YouTube. I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.